A popular false light tactic is to make you feel like you are a chosen one, with a mission that is more important than anything else in your life. Many people jump into their mission with things like healing and channeling without doing the inner work first, because a guide of light came to them with a message. We are the ultimate creators, and when we are still operating and creating from lower vibrations, everything gets distorted. That is the nature of the reality of the Matrix. Everything is backwards and upside down. The goal of this distortion is to keep you in a lower frequency so that you do not change your reality to a better one, which would help change the reality for the collective unconscious and the Earth experience. Most of the awakened being's true mission today is to be balanced and fully present in a human body. It transmutes the darkness within and without, and is the main focus of our incarnation. Relationships, not just intimate ones, can help us see the dark as well as the light within ourselves, and can help us love ourselves. When another loves us, it makes us feel worthy of our own love. Loving yourself first is the highest path, and many people simply came here to master love. The distorted version of this is narcissism based on service to self. Only when we find the love and true light within ourselves, by facing our shadow and going within, could we ever begin to be capable or experienced enough to help others do the same. We are all chosen ones, at least those of us that are not NPCs, non-player characters or soulless beings. Even the Starseed mission has areas of it that have been hijacked by the dark. Dark projects such as Project Looking Glass were able to look into the future to infiltrate every single aspect of what we are here to do. Yes, Starseeds are here to help, but one must help themselves first or they are just exacerbating the problem. One of the false light mission tricks was to try to take you to the inner Earth or off-planet, Mars? And even to create another 5D Earth to move you to. That was just a pocket reality still hooked up to the Matrix. Other false mission examples are to create communities or to create gatherings with like-minded people, feeding grounds, because you are to be their leader and teacher. Many times the end goal of the dark is to use you to open stargates in order to try to get out of here without doing the work necessary to graduate. They might tell you to go to certain sacred sites in groups, and may even lead the ceremonies through you. Although there are legitimate needs and yearnings to create groups and to be with like-minded people, the false agendas are those who use people as chosen ones and gurus in order to gather more people to feed energy from. Don't worry, the stargates that need to remain closed will remain closed, due to fail-safe codes that can only be opened with the correct protocol within you. Remember, awakened starseeds and light workers, the number one way you can help others is to first work on yourself. We are all connected as a collective, and as one shifts, it affects everyone and everything on Earth. What happens on Earth affects the whole universe. The self-work involves returning your own matrix from a distorted reality to an organic creation. The real mission for every source being here is to become the example, unplug from the matrix fear programs, do your shadow work, and open your heart. Revoke contracts and dissolve false beliefs and programming. Love yourself and be responsible for your thoughts, actions, and words. Learn how to trust your intuition and listen to what your body needs, and let that guide you above anyone else. When you really figure out the nature of the reality we are in, then you may share what you have learned to those who are inquiring. Be mindful of where you place your focus and intentions for creation. If you don't do anything else, at least get your vibration up enough to bypass the false light tunnel if you were to pass out of your physical body. Only by doing this work will you remember who you truly are, and you will begin to vibrate at a resonance where you can access higher self-wisdom. You do not need a spirit being to tell you who you are, or what your mission is. The help we are getting from our higher being, Source, is in the form of waves of light of a balanced higher resonance vibration and love. It is steadily increasing everyone's vibration, but at the same time, is causing chaos as the false matrix collapses. It can sometimes feel like a roller coaster ride as we are acclimated with huge bursts of energy and then periods of rest. From a higher perspective outside of time, it may look like one large wave of energy is blasting the planet all at once. Many people have asked me how to avoid the false light tunnel at death. I feel like that at this point, collectively those who have awakened, and are real, are already vibrating at a resonance above that technology and would not have a problem with the false light tunnel. The technology used by the Greys is at a lower 4D vibrational frequency. It simply would not be able to magnetize a 5D frequency being. The fear of dying begins to fall away as we realize we never die, but just change vibration within the same location, until we are able to move out of this location. There is nothing to fear at death. Don't even fear whether you will remember to focus your attention on going home. As much as we would like to go home, we are needed here to be fully present, multidimensional beings grounded in a physical body. We are here on a mission, but the mission is to transform our reality here into 5D and higher by overwriting the false matrix code, and this is done with self-healing and zero-point balance. How many beings of light have given you that message? I imagine not many. We will get to go home one day, but for right now, the job now is to be boots on the ground. Many people would rather look at anything pretty and shiny rather than looking at themselves. Out there will continue to get worse until people understand that the collective is unconsciously creating the outside world through distortions. As awful as it looks, it truly can be cleaned up when people start working together to support each other with healing themselves. This is assisted with the truth about what is really happening in the Matrix. Although this truth cannot be forced upon another, eventually as someone's life gets too distorted and challenging, they have no other choice but to stop and look at why it is happening. One powerfully informed being that unplugs from the Matrix brings us one step closer to dissolving the distortion and moving the collective towards the original real human experience.